The unseen beauty of Mexico only reveals itself once you step beyond the polished postcard version, built around predictable beaches and easy resort towns. Past the obvious coastline are glowing canyon rivers, desert meets ocean shores that feel almost unreal. Ancient pyramids rising from open valleys, jungle waterfalls crashing into turquoise pools, and water so intensely blue it barely looks real in person. In this video, I'm taking you through Mexico's top 10 hidden gems, not just where they are, but what it actually feels like to stand there. Step into the water, or look out across the landscape in real time. I'll break down what you do at each location, how active it is, the kind of energy that surrounds you, and which places are worth building your stay around, versus the ones that work better as powerful half-day moments. Here's the real question. Are you chasing mineral hot springs carved into canyon walls? Or shallow turquoise lagoons where the desert meets the sea? Because Mexico gives you both. The difference between a good trip and an unforgettable one comes down to knowing which hidden places quietly reset your nervous system and which ones hit you like a cinematic reveal. Starting at number 1, Hot Springs, Grutas Tolantongo, near Ixmiquilpan, Hidalgo State. Grutas Tolantongo is one of those places that feels almost impossible the second you see the water glowing bright turquoise against beige canyon walls. With steaming thermal pools carved directly into the cliffside, so neatly, it feels like nature built a spa and forgot to charge admission. There are no luxury resorts here, no polished boardwalks, just warm mineral water, rugged rock, and the quiet hum of steam rising into mountain air. You move from pool to pool slowly, soaking in naturally heated water while looking out over the valley below. You can also float down the warm river that flows through the canyon, letting the current guide you while cave tunnels and waterfalls echo nearby. And the experience feels less like sightseeing and more like discovering something you weren't supposed to find. It sounds adventurous, but it lands gently, like a reset rather than a thrill. Swimming here isn't about laps or snorkeling. It's about surrendering to heat and landscape at the same time. And now for the beach where the desert meets liquid glass. Number 2, Beach and Lagoon, Playa Balandra, near La Paz, Baja California Sur. Playa Balandra hits differently the moment your feet sink into pale sand. You realize the water is so shallow, you can walk into it for what feels like forever. With soft turquoise lagoons stretching outward beneath desert hills, it feels like someone poured Caribbean color into Baja's dry landscape, just to see what would happen. There are no crashing waves here, no chaotic boat traffic, just warm, calm water that barely moves. You wade slowly through waist-deep shallows, drifting past sandbars as the water shifts from pale turquoise to deeper blue beneath the desert hills. And the iconic mushroom rock rising from the turquoise water like a natural sculpture. Kayaking here feels effortless, paddleboarding feels meditative, and swimming turns into floating because the bay stays protected and still. Snorkeling is light and simple near rocky edges, but the real highlight is the surreal contrast between cactus-lined hills and water that looks almost artificial. Now let's trade quiet coastline for ancient scale. Number 3, Hot Air Balloons and Pyramids, Teotihuacan, near Mexico City, Estado de Mexico. Teotihuacan feels monumental before you even step onto the Avenue of the Dead, but seeing it from the sky changes everything. As your hot air balloon lifts just before sunrise, the pyramids emerge slowly from morning haze, and the entire valley glows gold beneath you. It feels less like a tour and more like watching history wake up in silence. Floating above the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, you realize how vast and intentional the city once was, stretching in geometric precision toward distant mountains. Back on the ground, walking between the pyramids feels powerful and grounding, with stone underfoot and open sky overhead. This isn't water-focused, but it carries its own gravity, the kind that makes you instinctively slow your pace. Now back to water, but not the ocean. Number 4, Wetland Kayaking, Los Rápidos Lagoon, Bacalar, Quintana Roo. Los Rápidos feels like stepping into liquid turquoise silk. The water flows gently through mangrove channels, so clear you can see limestone formations beneath your paddle. It's calm but alive, moving just enough to carry you if you lean back and float. Kayaking here feels intimate, weaving between greenery while sunlight reflects in electric blue tones around you. You can drift with the current, then pull yourself onto small white sand patches where the lagoon widens into open, glassy water. Snorkeling is subtle but beautiful, with stromatolite formations visible beneath the surface. Ancient structures that make the whole experience feel prehistoric and fragile at the same time. This is a slow place, a quiet place, one that rewards stillness more than adrenaline. Now let's shift to drama. Number 5. Sea Cliffs, Cabo San Lucas, Baja California Sur. Cabo's coastline feels cinematic the moment you approach it by boat. Towering rock formations rise from deep blue water so sharply it feels like the earth split open and left the ocean behind. The arch at land's end stands against the horizon like a natural monument, and sea lions lounge on nearby rocks as waves crash rhythmically below. You can kayak around the formations, weaving between cliffs and caves, or snorkel in calmer coves where tropical fish flash beneath the surface. The water here is darker and deeper than Balandra, more powerful, more alive. It feels bold rather than gentle, like the Pacific reminding you who's in charge. Now back underground. Number 6. Cenote swimming. Throughout the Yucatán Peninsula, near Tulum and Valladolid, cenotes feel secretive the moment you descend the stone steps and feel the air turn cooler. Sunlight slices through openings above, hitting crystal-clear fresh water that looks almost illuminated from within. Some are open jungle pools where vines hang overhead. Others are cave chambers where echoes bounce softly off limestone walls. You slip into the water slowly because it's cooler than the ocean, then float beneath beams of light that make everything feel suspended in time. Snorkeling reveals stalactites beneath the surface and tiny fish moving quietly through impossibly clear water. It feels less like a beach day and more like entering a natural cathedral built entirely from stone and water. Now, where ancient ruins meet sea cliffs. Number 7. Tulum Ruins, Tulum, Quintana Roo, Yucatán Peninsula. Tulum feels like history standing at the edge of the Caribbean. The Mayan ruins sit on cliffs overlooking water so bright it almost steals attention from the stone itself. Walking through the archaeological site feels open and windswept, with ocean breeze cutting through palm trees and ancient walls. After exploring, you descend to the small beach below, where turquoise waves roll in beneath the ruins. Swimming here feels symbolic, like stepping into the same coastline that civilizations once relied on. It's not the best snorkeling in Mexico, but the combination of culture and coastline makes it unforgettable. Now deeper into jungle water. Number 8. Waterfalls, El Meco, San Luis Potosí. It feels raw and untamed, far from polished resort zones. El Meco hits you with sound first. A wide curtain of water crashes into a deep turquoise pool surrounded by dense greenery and mist. You swim toward the base where the water churns gently, then drift back into calmer sections where the jungle feels close and protective. The scale makes you feel small in the best way, grounded and alert at the same time. Cliff jumping is possible in certain sections for those who want adrenaline, but even floating near the edge feels powerful enough. Now something quieter. Number 9. Isla Blanca, Quintana Roo, north of Cancun. Isla Blanca feels like the edge of the map, where the paved road fades and the coastline stretches into raw, undeveloped beauty. The sand runs wide and pale between the Caribbean Sea on one side and a calm lagoon on the other, creating a rare double-water landscape that feels open and untouched. You walk long distances without passing resorts or crowds, just wind, water, and the sound of waves rolling in steadily. On the lagoon side, kiteboarders move across shallow turquoise flats, while the seaside offers stronger waves and deeper blue tones. Swimming feels freer here because there's space to spread out, and the horizon looks uninterrupted in every direction. It's not curated or polished, but expansive, the kind of beach that feels like you found it before anyone else did. And finally, something grand. Number 10. River boating, Sumidero Canyon, Chiapas, near Tuxtla Gutierrez. Sumidero Canyon rises straight out of the Grijalva River in vertical walls that dwarf everything around you. As your boat glides forward, waterfalls spill from high cliffs and crocodiles sun themselves along the banks. You hear birds instead of engines, water instead of chatter. The cliffside swimmer? The scale feels cinematic, almost exaggerated, like you're traveling through a natural corridor carved with intention. It's not about swimming here. It's about witnessing height and silence at the same time, with jungle pressing in from above and water stretching ahead. Now tell me, which Mexico are you? Are you the mineral spring soaker, the lagoon drifter, or the air balloon sunrise traveler? In my next Mexico video, I'm breaking down the months that quietly changed these hidden gems completely, including when certain waters lose their color and when beaches feel nothing like the photos. If this helped you uncover a different side of Mexico, stick around. The next one might change the way you book. Because in Mexico, timing can shift the entire mood of your trip. And knowing that difference is what separates a good vacation from an unforgettable one.